Hello my viewers and welcome to a compelling discussion on the recent viral video exposing articism and the surprising response from palm color people. Now in this video we take a look into the shocking remarks made by a palm color woman, Asa, regarding the black community and country music. Now I had posted this video a few days ago, but black people are the ones who responded to the video. Now, just days ago, social media erupted in outrage as Asa's artist comments spread like wildfire. But what's truly remarkable is the unexpected twist in this narrative. Palm color people stepping up to defend and support black people. Now, in the face of bigotry, solidarity emerged as palm color creators and activists spoke out against Asa's hateful rhetoric. However, when confronted for comment, Asa's response raises eyebrows. Why the hesitation? What could possibly need legal counsel when her words were crystal clear? So join me as we unpack the complexities of articism, allyship, and accountability in today's social climate. This isn't just about one viral video. It's about the ongoing fight against injustice and the power of unity in confronting hate head on. Check out these videos. I will be right back.
Everybody meet Asa. Now Asa has gone viral for all the wrong reasons. And I got her on the phone. But let me break down why she went viral in the first place before we get into that. She said, I'm sorry, if you're black, you're not country. I know you were raised in the country, or your grandparents were, but they was picking, okay? They wasn't planning. They wasn't making money. They were getting sold for money. All of that because Beyonce dropped the country album. Now I tried to call her daddy.
Hey, this is Donovan. Sorry, can't take your call right now. Leave your name and number, and I'll get back with you.
And her mama.
This is Sonia. Leave me a message, and I'll get back to you. Thanks. Bye.
But they were smart enough not to answer. Let's see how smart you are.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. Is this Asa?
Who's calling?
Well, hello there. Now I immediately brought up her viral video.
About the current situation and everything that's going on. Obviously, I know you're fully aware of it.
I really don't want to speak on this topic.
Oh, all of a sudden you don't want to speak now, huh? Don't worry. I'll get it out of you.
I understand that. I understand where you're coming from, but I just don't really feel like it's smart for me to comment on something without a lawyer present because it's just going to continue to get twisted up.
What would get twisted up?
The story.
What about the story would get twisted?
The entire thing, just like everything else has gotten twisted so far. I just don't feel like I need to comment on it anymore because it just keeps getting twisted and I just don't feel the need to comment on it anymore.
Getting twisted. How was that? Because in this moment you thought you were putting black people in their place.
Why do you feel like black people can't do country music?
No comment.
Okay, let me ask you this. Since you don't want to comment on anything, do you feel like people are upset for a good reason?
Rightfully so, yeah.
Okay.
But like I said, people are upset for the wrong reason because the story continues to get twisted up.
What?
So I'm not going to comment on the story anyway.
So let me get this straight. People were upset for the wrong reasons because you said that black people weren't country and that they were picking cotton, not making the money?
Can you tell me what people have been trying to twist the story on?
I'm sorry, I just don't really want to comment on it because like I said, people are going to continue to twist it and I just don't really want to comment on it anymore. I'm sorry.
No, I understand that. I'm just trying to understand how people twisted it because I haven't seen any.
And she hanged up on me, but I called her again.
Hello?
Okay, so let me try it this way.
And she hanged up on me again. So I waited a little bit, let things calm down, and then I called her a third time.
Hello?
Hey, I know we talked earlier, and I wanted to see if you had time to think about it.
So after the text you had sent, I really don't think that I will be speaking about it at all. Like I told you several times, I have no comment.
Oh, you mean this text message where I said your no comment speaks volumes?
Okay, well, since you said that, I think that no matter how the public perceives it, either way, you're supposed to be unbiased. So I don't have any comment.
Well, it's kind of hard to be unbiased when you're telling that black people were picking and not making money. That's something you kind of got to be biased on because if you're pro-slavery, that's a really bad thing, right?
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but is journalism not something that's unbiased? Like, you can correct me, but is that not correct? Like, I thought journalism is supposed to be unbiased.
Journalism is unbiased, but absolutely, but there's lines, right? Like, if there's a story on, say, Hitler, I'm not going to be pro-Hitler, right? If there's a story on pro-slavery, I'm not going to be pro-slavery. There's certain lines and barriers that you just don't cross because it's just immoral by complete standards. So, yeah, absolutely, I have no problem being unbiased, but, like, those lines I will not cross.
Okay, well, like I said, I have no comment, and please do not call me again.
Okay, are you for slavery?
Okay, so if I would have been unbiased and would have had your kind of mindset, you would have spoken to me. But because I'm against slavery, you're silent. That young lady speaks volumes. Now, for the ones who don't know, she's studying to be a nurse at the Indiana State University. And I'll end it on this. This black queen said hospitals are to black women what cops are to black men. And this person should never be in the care of any human being, especially a black person. My name's Eric Stone. Doses.
I'm still in my bathrobe. I've not even had my coffee yet. But white women, those of you who say that you are anti-racist, that you want to do stuff, well, here's your chance. Contact the top one is Caroline Mallory. She is the Dean of Nursing and the Office of the President. I have emailed both of them. I tried to call, but for some reason they don't have their voice answering service on. I wonder why. After the weak-ass apology that Indiana State issued, saying that we're all for diversity and blah, 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 but they're still allowing this person to continue in a nursing program. As the daughter of a nurse, there is nurses take an oath to do no harm. There is so much discrimination in our healthcare system toward people of color, especially women of color. And this dean of nursing and this president of this university think that this creature is going to provide adequate care to people of color? Really? White women, it is our responsibility to challenge this. It is our responsibility to call out one of our own. I know we don't claim her. I know we don't want to claim her, but the fact of the matter is she is a white woman in the United States of America. It is our job to call her out. And it is our job to call the school out. It is our job to make change happen. Okay, so if you look like me and that video from this little cretin makes you angry, do something about it. And if the video by the little doesn't make you angry, you need to start looking at yourself and figuring out what the hell's wrong with you. Call the numbers, send the emails, keep pushing them, because this person does not need to be in the healthcare field. As the wife of a medic, I can tell you what my husband would say. This person does not need to be providing healthcare to anybody. I wouldn't let this child look at my dog.
Okay, so what you just watched was a young nursing student at Indiana State University who is obviously very racist, ill-informed, uneducated, knows nothing about history. She's a complete idiot. Like, a complete idiot. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Was this really coming out of her mouth? See, if it wasn't for African American people, in the 1800s, including maybe even some of the 1700s, we wouldn't even have country music, because they're the people who started the original genre of country music. Then you gotta throw in about picking and planting, which makes you look even worse. I would not want you to be taking care of any of my family members with that attitude at all. I hope you continue to get backlash, and I hope that you realize that what you said was absolutely ignorant to the core, cruel, and very ill-guided. My mind is blown that you actually took the time to say all that crap. All I can say is you're an idiot. You're an idiot. You don't need a nursing license. You're an idiot.
The vile, nasty things I want to say about this woman. Oh, but I don't need another strike. And I said I was gay earlier, and someone said that was a bad thing, and then they fucking didn't approve my appeal. I'm like, you can't imagine, okay? But this is what I will say. This is what I will say. I hope you never can nurse one more motherfucker, because you are a sickness. Okay? I took a class at TSU about African American studies in 2017. It's HBCU here in Nashville. And what I learned was, I was asked in the beginning of the class to say why I think systemic racism exists. I was like, oh, lack of education. And the professor who was from Memphis, and she's amazing, she said, Mr. Waite, your theory is flawed. Some of the most brilliant minds were some of the most racist, bigoted, sexist, nasty, vile people that have ever existed. And I was like, well, damn. And what I learned is that vileness, that evil inside of her, that was taught to her by her mama and her daddy at the dinner table, her grandpa and her grandma out, just talking about the, yeah. And here's the thing. It's indoctrinated in her. It is just like ABC 1, 2, 3, black people in country. And for you to say, I wish I meant that in the nicest way possible, oh shit. If I was in Indiana and a girl, I would come drag your ass, okay? Because the color of your skin has nothing to do with your character. You weren't so good in the womb that God said, I'm gonna make you white, girl. No, it's your ancestry's location. How close, how far from the equator. Isn't that some shit? We didn't choose this. And people be like, Cody, you hate your whiteness. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I don't put value on it, okay? I don't. Now, what I hope for you is that one day you're picking trash up off the side of a highway, bitch. I don't know. Or in picking, I hope you end up a champion. That's what I hope. I hope you end up a champion. Because you know what? I hope your ass is picking out the shoes in the stockroom for a black man to buy them from you. I hope you're working at a restaurant, you're picking up shit off the floor that a black person threw on the floor. That's what I hope. Because you don't deserve anything. You sure don't need to procreate with that attitude, because your mom and your daddy and your grandpa and your grandpappy, they failed you. Look at you now. Let this be a lesson. F around and found out. I'm not doing this anymore. This is the most...
No. On behalf of all nurses, I'm going to say we don't want you. We don't want you in our profession. There's no room for racism, homophobia, bigotry, Islamophobia, anything. There's no room for that. You've got to be able to take care of people of every race, religion, orientation, anything and everything, everyone, with compassionate care. And you can't do that. We don't want you.
Now, the viral video featuring Asa's R to the Cyst remarks has ignited a powerful conversation about articism and accountability, particularly within the context of the healthcare field. Now, as a palm color woman studying nursing, Asa's comments not only perpetuate harmful stereotypes, but also raise serious concerns about her fitness to serve diverse communities as a healthcare professional. Now, what's particularly striking is the response from her fellow palm color individuals, especially those within the healthcare field who have unequivocally condemned Asa's comments and refused to accept her as representative of their community. Now, this rejection speaks volumes about the values and standards upheld by professionals in the healthcare industry, where empathy, inclusivity, and cultural competence are paramount. By refusing to tolerate articism and bigotry within their ranks, these palm color people are demonstrating a commitment to fostering a safe and equitable environment for all patients, regardless of race or background. Now, their condemnation of Asa's comments sends a powerful message. There is no place for articism in healthcare, and those who espouse such views will not be tolerated or accepted. Moreover, the fact that Asa hesitated to comment without legal counsel speaks volumes about the gravity of her words and the potential consequences she may face. Now, her reluctance to engage in dialogue further underscores the severity of her actions and the need for accountability. The condemnation of Asa's comments by her fellow palm color people, particularly those in healthcare field and those who are not, serves as a reminder of the collective responsibility to confront and challenge articism in all its forms. It's a testament to the power of allyship and solidarity in the fight for racial justice and equality, both within healthcare and society at large. Now, her comments not only reflect personal bigotry, but also raise concerns about her ability to provide unbiased and culturally competent care to patients of diverse backgrounds in the healthcare field. Trust between healthcare providers and patients is important for effective treatment and outcomes. Now, her remarks undermine this trust and raise questions about her suitability to serve as a caregiver. Healthcare professionals are bound by ethical codes and standards that require them to uphold principles of non-discrimination, respect for diversity, and promotion of patient well-being. Her remarks violate these ethical responsibilities and call into question her adherence to professional standards. Her association with R to the Cyst comments could have serious repercussions for her professional reputation and future career prospects in the healthcare field. Employers and professional organizations may view her remarks as incompatible with the values and standards of the profession, potentially limiting her opportunities for employment and advancement. Now, the perpetuation of artist stereotypes and attitudes by individuals in positions of authority, such as healthcare professionals, can have profound negative effects on minority communities. It reinforces feelings of marginalization, erodes trust in the healthcare system, and contributes to disparities in access to quality care. The condemnation of Asa's comments by her fellow palm color people, particularly those in the healthcare field, reflects a broader call for accountability and allyship in combating articism. It underscores the importance of holding individuals accountable for their words and actions, especially when they have the potential to harm others. Her remarks highlight the ongoing need for education and awareness around issues of race and cultural competence within the healthcare field. Now, training programs and initiatives aimed at promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion can help healthcare professionals recognize and address implicit bias, discrimination, and systemic articism in patient care. Her R to the Cyst remarks within the healthcare field underscores the importance of upholding ethical standards, promoting diversity and inclusion, and fostering a culture of accountability and allyship in the fight against articism. It serves as a reminder of the ongoing work really needed to create a healthcare system that is truly equitable and accessible to all. Now, her statement asserting that black people are not country is not only deeply offensive, but also fundamentally inaccurate. Her remarks perpetuate harmful stereotypes and erasures of black experiences, culture, and contributions to country music and rural life. First and foremost, it's important to recognize that country music has deep roots in African American musical traditions. From the banjo, an instrument with African origins, to the blues and gospel influences that shaped early country music, black musicians have played a significant role in shaping the genre. Now, artists like Charlie Pride, Darius Rucker, and Ken Brown have achieved success in country music, challenging the notion that it is exclusively for palm-color individuals. ASA's assertion overlooks the rich history of black rural communities and their integral role in shaping agricultural, musical, and cultural landscapes across America. From the sharecroppers of the Jim Crow South to the cowboys of the American West, black people have long been a part of rural life, contributing to its traditions, livelihoods, and legacies. Her statement not only erases these historical realities, but also perpetuates harmful stereotypes that seek to marginalize and exclude black people from spaces and identities they rightfully belong to. By denying the country identity to black people, she perpetuates a narrative of racial division and exclusion that has no place in our society. Her statement is not only wrong, but also harmful and offensive. It reflects a narrow-minded understanding of race, culture, and identity, and reinforces stereotypes that have long been used to justify discrimination and oppression. It's important to challenge and confront such statements, reaffirming the diverse and multifaceted nature of black experiences and identity. Her statement overlooks the cultural diversity that exists within rural America. Black communities have deep roots in rural areas across the United States. From the Mississippi Delta to the Appalachian Mountains, these communities have their own unique traditions, dialects, and ways of life that are integral to the fabric of rural America. Black artists have made significant contributions to country music since its inception. From the blues and folk traditions of the Deep South to the honky-tonk sounds of Texas, black musicians have played a vital role in shaping the genre. Now, artists like Hank Williams, Ray Charles, and Johnny Cash have all drawn inspiration from African American musical traditions, blurring the lines between genres and challenging notions of racial exclusivity in country music. For many black people, rural life is not just a geographical location, but also a deeply ingrained part of their heritage and identity. From farming and agriculture to hunting and fishing, black people have a long history of connection to the land and rural way of life. To deny black people the country identity is to erase their lived experiences and cultural heritage. Now, historically, black people have been disproportionately involved in cultural labor, from sharecropping to farm work. The contributions of black farmers and laborers to the development of rural economies cannot be overlooked or dismissed. To suggest that black people are not country is to ignore the economic realities and contributions of black individuals to rural communities. ASA's statement perpetuates harmful stereotypes and promotes racial division by suggesting that certain identities or cultural experiences are exclusive to palm-colored individuals. Now, such divisive rhetoric only serves to further marginalize and alienate black people from spaces and identities that are rightfully theirs. We have finally come to the end of the video. Share your thoughts as well. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.